Hi Capricorn, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for mid-October. So it is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, guys, definitely check out those other placements. So we are going to get into your recent past, your current energy, and the near future. And then we will get into your person's energy and your energy, whoever's on your mind. So thank you so much to everyone who's returning. If you are new, welcome. I hope you'll stay. I do personal readings. That information's in the description box below if you'd like. All right, so the Nine of Cups came out right away in the recent past. Let's see, because I feel a little bit of a need to keep shuffling. So there's a sense of, I just want to say peace. Is everything absolutely perfect? Have you gotten everything you've wanted? I don't know if it's quite there yet. But it's like there's a sense of still hoping that things are going to come to a place where you really feel just satisfied with where things stand. So then we have the King of Cups in reverse, and we have the Chariot card. In the current energy, we have the Magician, the Two of Wands, and the Eight of Swords in reverse. The near future is the Five of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Swords in reverse, and the Page of Wands. All right, so your overall energy for mid-September is the Lovers in reverse. So for some of you, this is a relationship that has not come together, or there's a disconnect that you're feeling right now romantically. Maybe you're asking yourself if you really want to be in the relationship you're in. Something is coming up saying, this is really what I want. This is my wish fulfillment. The King of Cups in reverse, masculine or feminine, says that there is someone that is not emotionally available. Not that they are difficult or manipulative, nothing like that. I just sense that there's a feeling of things need to get moving. Like I need to feel that things are going to move forward. I know this is really what I want, but right now it feels like for some of you that you're in either separation or things have come to a place where you have to ask yourself, do I stay or do I continue forward? Now, this could also be in a job situation where, yes, you're happy about the position you're in, but you may be emotionally disconnecting and feeling that kind of urge like, I need a change. Something just doesn't feel quite the way I want it to feel anymore, and I need to shift. This is a lot of movement with the Chariot card. Now, if you're dealing with somebody at a distance, that could be why that person seems to be shut down, because you're not in their physical presence. It isn't going to be for everybody, but it does feel like there may be a bit of a distance right now, energetically and or physically. All right, we'll clarify that in just a moment. Now, in the current energy, we have the Magician with the Two of Wands and the Eight of Swords in reverse. See, this is your putting your efforts really strongly into manifesting something that's going to be long-term for you. So if this is about a job, it's like whatever energy had been stuck or you had felt like you just couldn't see how things were going to move forward, the same as in a relationship. Now it's like you have an idea of it. He's holding the world in his hands. And that to me says that you know that you can accomplish anything that you set your mind to. You can put a vision board together. You don't even have to do that. It's almost as if you guys have it in your head, exactly what you want in your future, how you want it to look. And now it's like the energy starting to move. That could be also why the Chariot came out, because it's saying you're coming from a place of feeling stuck and starting to move forward, knowing that you have your eyes set on how you want things to look in the future. Now, you could be feeling also with the Magician next to the Nine of Cups that you have actually manifested something that you've been wanting for a long time. So some of you, it's like as soon as you put down the need to know or the internal battle that may have been going on, it's like you released it and trusted that things were going to come in the direction that, or go in the direction that you wanted them to. It's now you're starting to see evidence of that. All right, so we'll clarify that in just a moment. So in the near future, we have the Five of Swords in reverse with the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Page of Wands. There's a question around an individual that has an inability to come forward, to make movement. Now, the Page of Wands could be you turning your back on a situation in the near future. If someone isn't going to be really clear about what they want, you could be deciding that you're just going to shut off and move forward. The Page of Wands is about a new beginning. It could be focusing on the physical aspect of things where you connect on an intimate level as much as a desire to have that moving forward. If you're not in a current relationship, I can see that somebody new is going to come into your life that you're going to feel that sense with, that spark with. You might have already met this person, but I'm going to say for those of you that are single and wanting someone, this is going to be something brand new. It's not going to be somebody from your past. Thank God, right? It's just going to be a brand new cycle, and it's going to feel fresh. It's that feeling of, this is like what it was like to fall in love when you're young. It's more of an innocent kind of a feeling, but it's got a very deep, passionate connection. So if there's something that you felt like you had to close off because there was too much drama, too many problems, or somebody just couldn't tell the truth, I can see you turning your back on that situation completely and moving forward and saying, you just, to yourself, it's like, I really want just to connect with somebody on a deep, passionate level and have that excitement again in my life. All right. So let's clarify the Nine of Cups with the King of Cups in reverse. Some of you could be dealing with a boss who just seems a little bit, I want to say prickly is the word that they're giving me. So someone who doesn't seem to understand like where you're coming from and what your desires are. They may be just flat out ignoring them, and it's making you think twice about whether you want to stay where you are. It could be sort of pushing you like it's time. The universe is saying, okay, if you're not happy in this situation and you know what you really want, and this person's not someone that you feel just is worth working for anymore, then I could see how you're looking towards moving away from that position, or at least to a different area of your job if possible. Some of you could just be opening up your mind to the possibility that there are other things out there that you desire. All right, let's see with the Nine of Cups and the King of Cups in reverse. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the World card. So you are, okay, this makes sense because it's like if it's not giving you the satisfaction monetarily, but emotionally you actually like the job that you have, that's why you could be seeking the shift and change. So something's about to change for you. If it hasn't already, you may be hearing news that something's going to shift. So there's one cycle closing out and it's going to be moving you to a different place, not only in relationships and people that have been emotionally unavailable for you, but also in work. It just seems like it's not as fulfilling as it could be for you. Like if you desire to make more money, that could be why your focus is on what can I do moving forward and how can I shift this, because something's coming to an end for you or did in the recent past. All right, let's look at the Magician with the Two of Wands. So we have the Ten of Swords in reverse, which is great. That's you releasing anything from a past situation, whether it be emotions that you had held on to where you felt betrayed. It could just be a lot of mental energy that you're letting go of, the overthinking, all the different relationships or situations where you felt like people had just done you dirty. This is you, in a sense, manifesting that out of your space. So if you've been in your head a lot, especially during this retrograde, which I can tell you I sympathize, I empathize and sympathize. It's really releasing that, not allowing it to creep back in the way that it used to and play that recorder over and over again in your mind. It's like, I just want to put that to bed. So I feel like that's what you're manifesting, is releasing all of that past mental replay energy and looking into the future. Like what's done is done. I can't go back. I certainly can't change the past. All I can do is move forward. So your primary focus is going to be on the future instead of looking back at things that have already happened. It's a lot of healing, really. All right. And then that's what helps get you from a place of maybe feeling stuck to unstuck. Now we do have the Page of Cups in reverse. This has been coming up a lot for a lot of my readings. There could be a child in your life. This is one particular person. It may be a couple of you that's a little bit emotionally withdrawn. So you may sense that they have a little bit of depression or they just don't seem to be as motivated. Now, that's not for everybody. They could have gone through some kind of a disappointment in a relationship and they really need you to be there to support them. And I think you're going to help get them unstuck and focus more on the future and kind of explain to them what it's like to have gone through tough relationships and what they're going to experience. Now, for others of you, you could be dealing with somebody who's, a little bit emotionally immature. And that's probably what you're releasing. If somebody can't get there, I don't think you're going to bother with them anymore. Maybe in the past you would have given somebody a pass, if you will. But now I just don't think you're going to tolerate that. And that's what you're releasing. Anyone or anything, family or otherwise, that's going to act emotionally immature just hasn't grown the way that you've grown. Most of you that watch tarot have really done some work on yourselves and grown emotionally. All right, so let's look at the Five of Swords in reverse with the Knight of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, but that's a good thing because it means that you're not holding on tightly to anything that you may have in the past. It could have been memories of people, thoughts about things that have happened, all of that. You're releasing yourself from that negative energy, or people who don't have a tendency to either tell the truth or make movement. It's like if they aren't going to come around, that's their loss. I don't think you want the internal conflict anymore. You just want to release it. This is allowing yourself to open up to what's coming. And I like how the cards are explaining that and moving into a brand new energy. So this could be you taking on the Page of Wands. Like, what is out there that I can chase that's going to be really exciting and fulfilling for me? Where, I'm going to kickstart my passions. It could be wanting to start a new business for yourself or something that's going to bring you back that joy that makes you feel alive again. No matter what age you are, you can be restarting that. You are closing out a cycle here and starting anew, which we do all the time. It can be on a weekly basis. You're closing one thing out and starting anew. Yes, there are big cycles like 7-year cycles, 14-year. Sometimes it can just be, if you look in your chart, you can see how one planet is cycling out of one area into another. That's also another cycle. So there's a lot of ways to look at it and where you're closing out one area of your life and moving into another. All right, so let's look at the Knight of Swords with the Page of Wands and see what we have here. So the Ace of Pentacles, see, that's perfect energy, because if you have a desire to do something new that's going to bring you in some, maybe a supplemental income, it's not necessarily getting a second job. It's just allowing yourself some free time to focus on how you could possibly make more money. It could be a little bit of overtime. It could just be you wanting to focus primarily on your money and you have a new mindset about it. So you're closing out one cycle of that area of your life, meaning your finances. Whatever's put in the past is going to be left in the past. And this is you having a new idea of how you want to move forward and where you want to spend or invest your time and your money. All right, so of course the Lovers comes out on the bottom. It's also about how you want to spend as far as a relationship is concerned. We spend a lot in order to be in relationships, especially when it comes to spending time together, going out. It doesn't matter whether you're masculine or feminine. There's a lot that goes into being in a relationship. And you could be wanting to have a new perspective on how that looks. How do we share finances? How do we do things differently? Because you're walking away from an old mentality. It's like you're releasing any kind of emotional attachments that maybe they're old things that you have to get rid of, that you realize are really weighing you down. It's also a way of conserving energy. In a sense, they're talking about like lessening bills and focusing, just really being focused on how you deal with your money. And there's a sense of, I want to defend my position, my ideas about what I want to do. So if you have a partner and they're not as keen on you going after something, I think this is you stepping up and saying, I'm going to do this, whether it really makes you happy or not, you'll have to understand and support me. And I do think they will be supportive. All right. Let's clear these cards and we will get into the energy of the person that's on your mind. Okay, so think about them for just a moment and Let's see what's going on for my Capricorns, please, and their person. Okay. So we have the Four of Cups in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, the Hierophant, and the Eight of Swords. Your person's in kind of a conflicted energy. It's like they don't really feel like themselves. It's almost as if they're trying to find faith again, whether it be in this relationship or in how things are going to turn out, because they don't seem to be seeing what's right in front of them. For you, we've got the Two of Cups in reverse, the Page of Wands in reverse, Eight of Wands, and then the Lovers. Interesting, because the Two of Cups is not being on the same page, but having a desire for a relationship. The overall energy for the two of you is the High Priestess, which means regardless of what the status of this relationship is, this person that you're thinking about, some energy is coming into this around your intuitive. You could be connecting on a different level. If you're not physically in this person's presence, you could know intuitively that the two of you are extremely connected, where it created a lot of weight or burden in the past. I don't think it does anymore. I think the idea that two people have to come together, it's like you're not waiting around to see if this comes about. The Three of Pentacles is coming together and collaborating and, getting on the same page. Could it have been that there's a third party? There could be. And someone could be releasing one relationship to get into another, or they've had things energetically that they've had to release before they could really fully commit to this. But something is telling them that they need to speak up. So if you're with this person currently, it's like they just want to come towards you and say, listen, this is what's been on my mind. I've been feeling really drawn to explain to you that this is what was stressing me out, and this is why I couldn't articulate what I was feeling. So their intuition is coming in. It's like it's telling them to come and speak their mind. Now, you have someone who's holding on to something very tightly, and that could be the idea of you, and now they're going to come forward and tell you, yes, this is how I feel. I've been holding back a bit because I just didn't know where things could go. They were feeling a little bit insecure. Maybe their independence is something that they're striving to get again, especially if they're leaving one scenario and getting themselves cleared up so that they can come towards you, whatever it is that they're working on. If you don't want a past person, I get that. But this feels a lot like the energy of someone who's trying to regain their independence and is a little bit closed off. But they're being pushed intuitively to come towards you. All right, so the Four of Cups is just not being able to see things perfectly clear. They're not really feeling like themselves, but they're trying to trust. Spirit's trying to push them out of a place of feeling stuck. So I feel like they're getting there. They're just still coming together with themselves. It's like the Hierophant is saying that they're focused on, I think they're focused on really praying this into existence. So if you feel their energy, you might feel that this person's trying to connect with you in another way, whether it be in your dreams or in another realm. You guys could feel that sense of, oh my God, they're just with me. I just feel them. Now, your energy is the Two of Cups with the Page of Swords in reverse, the Eight of Wands, and the Lovers. So for the Two of Cups in reverse, it's like part of you feels like the two of you are just not on the same page right now. You could be withdrawing some of your energy because I think there's a part of you that doesn't want to wait. Now, if you're with them, the communication's going to open up and things are going to move really quickly. And it's like once they take that step that they need to take towards you, that's when things start to move quickly and things come together, and the two of you finally have an opportunity to say, this is how I feel, this is what I really want, let's let this come together. So if it hasn't yet for you, I think for a lot of you, it will in time. There's still this energy for a lot of my Capricorns that it's like whoever you're meant to be with, that energy is still popping up as it's coming together. You're just not quite on the same page just yet. Intuitively, you know it's meant to be. It's like Spirit's giving you signs, is what I want to say. So let's look at the Romance Angels and see what that has to say for you. All right, this is for Capricorn and their person. Okay, so we have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Absolutely. That's that draw you feel towards this person. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. I definitely think if you were with them, there's a tremendous amount of passion. Even if you're not connected right now, I feel there's a deep connection with you and this person. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And then wedding. See, for some of you, this is the person that you know you want to settle down with and either get married to or have a long committed relationship with. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So this is definitely for those of you who you're interested in marriage. Even for some of you, you could have been married to this person before. That's an interesting message. Okay, so you know this is there. You know the chemistry, the passion, everything. They're saying stay optimistic. I do still think that for those of you who were not married to this person yet, that's a possibility in the future. So let's get some advice about what's going on right now. This is for Capricorn. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords. That's somebody who's still watching you. So they're saying keep your eye on the prize. The Knight of Pentacles, things are going to be moving slowly, but you'll have the clarity. Yeah, the Lovers is in reverse. It just hasn't come together yet, but the Six of Wands says that there is victory in sight. So I just want to keep saying, keep your eye on the prize, because the ring tells me this is two people that like the King and Queen. That's what that represents for me. Not always, but in this case, there is victory in this. It seems like the two of you are very connected. As far as signs, we've got Gemini, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, a lot of air energy, and then a lot of fire energy. So mostly air and fire is what I'm sensing. It doesn't mean that they can't be one of the other signs. Okay, so keep your eye on the prize is what that's saying. Don't want to keep repeating the same thing. All right, Lover's Oracle. Let's see for Capricorn, the Lover's Oracle. Ooh, I'm drawn to this card for some reason. So let's take this one. It says, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. And then we have, look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. And then passion, a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. So I think that's how your person views you. They find you very seductive and attractive, and it's like they're drawn to that aspect of your energy. All right, so let's go ahead and get a couple of messages from Spirit with the wisdom of the Oracle. This is for Capricorn. So we have higher power. There's a higher power at work in this. Just know that. Happy, happy. No place like home. You may feel like that with this person. Community. And then overall, deep knowing. There it is. That deep knowing that this is meant to be for you. It's like Spirit knows, you know that this is what's going to make you happy. And then no place like home. Usually I would say there might be something about a home situation for you. Yes, there could be changes in that area of your life. Doesn't have to be. That's going to be for some of you. But I feel like there's a sense of this person feels like home to you. And then community. You could be someone who deals with your community as far as your work, or you just feel very drawn to doing things for the community, maybe helping if your area is having difficult times, or something about your neighbors is coming up. So for some of you, you may be helping out an elderly neighbor or doing things for the people who can't do for themselves. Okay, my loves, I hope that helped. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. If you'd like a personal, that's in the description box below. I hope you have an amazing mid-month, and I'll see you in the next one. Lots of love. Take care.